Imagine a world where physical labor was a thing of the past, with every labor-intensive job being perfectly executed by autonomous humanoid robots. That's exactly what Tesla and Boston Dynamics are doing. Let's see how their robots fare against each other. A changing world. The future of autonomous humanoid robots would usher in an age of unprecedented human progress and theoretically reduce human suffering around the globe from the harsh working conditions endured by low-class laborers. The robotics company Boston Dynamics has been spearheading this vision of a labor-free future, with each iteration of their robots gaining viral support on the internet. But Tesla's Optimus is gaining ground and is not far behind. Tesla and Boston Dynamics both aim to create humanoid robots that can adapt to an ever-changing work environment and execute their protocols with robotic perfection. Although the end goal of these companies is to create a better, pain-free world, the economic implications of an unlimited labor force could call into question the very core of what our economic system is based on. Let's see how far the companies have come. Tesla's Optimus current status. Tesla's 2022 AI Day was held on September 30 and was an awesome event indeed. The event that was initially scheduled to be held in August was pushed back to buy more time to have Tesla's robot prototype working. On the company's previous AI Day, Musk announced that the electric car maker was building a humanoid robot called Optimus. At that point, there was no prototype in question. Instead, Musk was accompanied by a person impersonating the Tesla bot in a skin-tight bodysuit dancing around on stage. Within the next 8 months, Tesla's engineers had finished creating the star of 2022 show, Optimus. Untethered, the robot walked out on stage, lifted an arm, and waved to the crowd gingerly. Musk admitted that while the robot's abilities looked underwhelming, the robot can actually do a lot more than what we just showed you. We just didn't want it to fall on its face. Tesla's product launches normally invite a wide range of reactions, from shock to awe and even derision. At first glance, Optimus didn't impress a substantial chunk of the media, who panned the much-hyped reveal. Instant comparisons with robots made by other companies were inevitable. As part of its 2023 Investor Day, Tesla has given the world a glimpse of where progress is at with its latest Gen Optimus humanoid robot. 19 months since it was first announced, the Tesla bot is now walking, picking things up, and doing basic tasks. The video shows Optimus walking around, albeit fairly slowly in comparison to the parkour-capable Atlas robot by Boston Dynamics. It also makes use of its opposable thumbs and human-like hands in a sequence in which one Optimus robot unplugs a dismembered Optimus arm from a test stand, picks it up, and carries it over to a workstation where another bot is working on a third. With some crafty editing, it gives the impression that the first robot is holding the arm in place while the second bolts it onto the third robot in a mock-up of Android-based manufacturing. Musk said, "The thing that Tesla brings to the table that others don't have, we're the most advanced in real-world AI, so the same AI that drives the car, you can think of the car as a robot on wheels, and this is a robot on legs. I don't think there's anyone even close to Tesla in solving real-world AI. It's not that helpful to have a humanoid robot if you have to program every action. It needs to be able to walk around autonomously and solve tasks. You should be able to instruct it in simple things by showing visually what the robot needs to do or just telling it what to do. That's the key advantage that we have. So it seems Optimus does have the advantage when it comes to AI integration. While this remains to be seen, it's definitely a departure from the research-first, limited-scale commercialization approach Boston Dynamics has taken. Tesla is developing its robot to be a mass-manufactured product from the get-go, and one useful enough to become a general-purpose labor saver. Of course, general-purpose humanoid robots are projected to have an incredible impact on society as a whole, and while Musk is pushing hard to get these things built and into service as quickly as possible, he's well aware of what they could mean. If you're wondering whether near-future generations of AI, combined with humanoid robots, could start helping Tesla through its automotive production hell, Musk says he didn't think so, but admitted that even he might be out of a job once they can. Boston Dynamics Atlas. Boston Dynamics Atlas, the world's first advanced humanoid robot, is learning some new tricks, so it might be ahead of Optimus in the physical game. The company has given Atlas some proper hands, and in Boston Dynamics' latest videos, Atlas is attempting to do some actual work. It also released another behind-the-scenes video showing some of the work that goes into Atlas. And when things don't go right, we see some spectacular slams the robot takes in its efforts to advance humanoid robotics. As a humanoid robot, Atlas has mostly been focused on locomotion, starting with walking in a lab then walking on every kind of unstable terrain imaginable, then doing some sick parkour tricks. Locomotion is all about the legs though, and the upper half seemed mostly like an afterthought, with the arms only used to swing around for balance. Atlas previously didn't even have hands. The last time we saw it, there were only 2 incomplete-looking ball grippers at the end of its arms. This newest iteration of the robot has actual grippers. They are simple clamp-style hands with a wrist and a single moving finger, but that's good enough for picking things up. The goal of this video is moving inertially significant objects, not just picking up light boxes, but objects that are so heavy they can throw Atlas off balance. This includes things like a big plank, a bag full of tools, and a barbell with 2 10-pound weights. Atlas is learning about all those equal and opposite forces in the world. Like everything in robotics, picking up and carrying an object is more complicated than it seems. Atlas has to figure out where it is in the world in relation to the object it's picking up, come up with a grasping plan for the hands, and lift and manipulate the object, all while calculating how this extra bit of mass will affect its balance. Atlas isn't just clumsily picking things up and carrying them though, it's running, jumping, and spinning while carrying heavy objects. At one point, it jumps and throws the heavy toolbox up to its construction partner, all without losing balance. It's doing all this on rickety scaffolding and improvised plank walkways too, so the ground is constantly moving under Atlas's feet with every step. Picking up stuff is the start of teaching the robot to do actual work, and it looks right at home on a rough-and-tumble construction site. The simple claw grippers mean Atlas crushes everything it picks up though, with objects like the plank showing visible damage where the hands dug into it. Maybe the next set of experiments will teach Atlas to be less of a hulking gorilla. In a behind-the-scenes video, Boston Dynamics also detailed how Atlas sees and some of the software that makes the machine work. There is a whole simulator for the robot where they can choreograph moves and attempt things without smashing a real-world robot. The always shifting, unstable nature of the real world means Atlas has to autonomously make a million tiny movement decisions just to stay upright. But the macro actions in these Atlas videos are all planned movements. Atlas sees with only 2 sensors, a color camera and a LiDAR module, and the output is a colored point cloud. That's enough to move around, but nothing like the production robots Stretch and Spot, which both have a ton of cameras for safety, object recognition, and navigation. Vision is another possible area of improvement for Atlas. The Boston Dynamics blog said that some videos, like the dance routine, were done entirely blind, while this is focusing more on Atlas being able to see and understand the world. Who wins? The Tesla bot suffers in comparison to Atlas, and it's not alone. Atlas is the most advanced humanoid robot on the planet and has been for many years now. But the context here is important. Boston Dynamics has been working on biomimetic robots since 1992. It unveiled its first humanoid Petman robot in 2009, and within 2 years it was shown walking, squatting, kneeling, and balancing against push forces. Atlas made its debut in 2013 and has taken a solid 10 years to learn to dance, do parkour, and begin to perform some basic tasks. So it seems fair to give the youthful Optimus bot time to catch up. Although it is fair to say that Optimus will definitely have an upper hand when it comes to AI, considering Tesla is focusing on the AI portion more than its physical abilities. What's really cool and a little scary to think about is combining the parkour and physical abilities of Atlas with the AI of Optimus. Imagine the possibilities. And that's all for today's video. We'll see you soon.